Welcome to another That CMMS Dude video. In today's video, we'll be looking at documenting a fleet repair work order using MobileMMS. So you can see here, I'm at the URL app.mobile-mms.com, and I have my credentials already put in. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit sign in. Now, depending on how you're set up, you may see only one organization or you may see multiple the way I do. But since this is a fleet task, I'm going to go into the fleet organization. So I'll click that and let it load up. And this is the base view for fleet. Now, your view may be slightly different depending on how much access you've been granted in the system. You may see things on this screen that don't exist on your screen, but that's okay. For what we're going to do today, that won't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and hit fleet. And this is going to show us all the fleet forms that are available to us. Again, I may be showing more than what you have available, but that's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and select fleet assets and just get my list of all the fleet assets up. Now I have a real repair work order that needs to be made, and that needs to be made for asset number 075. So we'll use that as our example. So I'll go here to search fleet assets, put in 075. That gets us a more manageable list here. I'm going to go ahead and click vehicle 075, and I'm going to hit this details button so that I can get my fleet asset details here. Now this tells me some things about the asset. For instance, what its location is, the model year, make, VIN number, license plate, those sorts of things, what section it's assigned to, any PM programs that it's in, and some finance information on it, right? So just some basic information on the asset. And it also shows us any other related work orders associated with this asset. You can see all these counts are 0. There are no related work orders right now because there's no asset history in MobileMMS for this asset. But what we're going to do is we're going to hit this button here that says attach new fleet repair work order. This gives me a new create fleet repair work order wizard. So I'm going to select my service type here. And in this case, it was a windshield repair. If you don't see the service type in this pick list that you need, just go ahead and get a hold of your CMMS team. We can edit this pick list and add whatever needs to be added. It's really easy and quick. But in this case, I'm going to grab windshield. The requester should be whoever requested this work. And so I know this came from Robert Stolf. I'm not exactly sure what the request date is on it, but we'll just set it for last month because I know this already went out, got the repair, and came back. You can indicate whether the vehicle or equipment is operable. We're going to go ahead and say, yes, it is operable. The current location of the vehicle. Again, this is already done, so I'm going to say it's back to the Concord yard. The description of the problem. What windshield repair needed. Now the status, since I know this is already done, I'm going to go ahead and set the status directly to closed just to show that you can set the status to closed. You don't have to save it open first and then close it. But if this was a new work repair coming in, it hadn't been done yet, I would obviously leave that status as opened. And I'm going to go ahead and record the current mileage on this. So if I can check my notes here, I think the mileage is 106,002. And since it's an odometer asset, not a run hour asset, I'll go ahead and just put a 0 in the run hours because it's a required field. And then we'll say that the repairs were completed by today. Again, I know this was a few days ago, but I'll just say it was today. And we'll put windshield replaced. Cost of repairs. Now I have the invoice, so I know it's $620.37. And this documentation here, I'm going to go ahead and hit browse, grab this Dan's Glass file, and hit create. So this is the invoice. I'm just attaching the invoice to it. And now what you'll see is you have fleet repair work orders for 075. One exists. If I go ahead and open this up, you can see that. And we can move that detail over to this window. You can see everything that we just put in, right? This is for 075. It pulls this stuff from the asset. Service type was a windshield. There's your requester, request date, operable, windshield repair, what the cost was, and of course our attachment down here, which is just the invoice. If I click on that invoice, you can see we get that invoice. I'll go ahead and blow it up a little bit here, right? So you can see that's where I got the 620.37. And all that stuff. So it's there, it's available. If we had 100 fleet repair work orders, you'd see, instead of a one here, it would be 100, and you'd see every single one of those with all the details, just like what we put in. So that's the quick tour on how to find a fleet asset and make a fleet repair work order. Hope this was helpful. If it was helpful to you, please give the video a like. You know you want to do it anyways, and we'll see you on the next video.